Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. In association with nerdaddiction.com.
You said no scary.
You suck. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers figure, and it's from Power of the Primes. It's Rippersnapper. So this is the first deluxe Terrorcon that I have found out in the wild. I got this at my local Walmart. I had seen it actually about a week or so ago, and I passed on it. They had two of them. I passed, and I was kind of regretting it because when I went back, they were gone, and I stopped at another Walmart and down here on the south side of Indianapolis, and they had them, so I went ahead and snapped him up really quick. Rippersnapper, no pun there intended. This was always an interesting Terrorcon to me as a kid, and it definitely looks interesting now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have a Rippersnapper in the packaging, and it's pretty much like the packaging we've been seeing in this line. It says Transformers right there, Generations, with the artwork of Rippersnapper up there. There's his Beast mode right there, or Monster mode. It says Power of the Primes, Rippersnapper, there he is. There's his hand he comes with, which looks like the same hand that comes with the Dinobots, except it's blue. May have a little bit of different sculpting work. I'll have to do a comparison. Now I do notice the plastic seems very thin in this one. Maybe it's just the quality of the plastic on this box, but it does seem kind of thin. Side of the package has all the Prime logos on the side, and then we get the artwork of Abominus, looking all kinds of cool. So just a close-up, there is the artwork, looking all kinds of neat. There he is. There it is, Power of the Primes, Rippersnapper. There he is right there. There is Abominus, looking all kinds of cool. All right, back of the packaging. All right, yeah. And we have a little tiny write-up, like usual, of Rippersnapper. There he is in robot mode. There he is carrying his little baby pouch. There he is in his robot mode. He transforms in 14 steps. And, of course, you can all use the Prime Masters on this guy. So, just kind of a close-up. Alright, get that into focus. And if you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. And, yeah, so there he is, robot mode. There he is in his little beastie mode. Here are all of the Prime Masters in this wave. There he is, looking all kinds of cool. And, well, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Rippersnapper out of box and see what we think. So here we have Rippersnapper out of the package, and this is a pretty fun figure. I'm definitely liking the sculpt. The paint job is pretty decent. It's a nice update to the original figure that we had. Which seemed just kind of a very blah type of figure. He seemed kind of like a reject Seacon, because he's pretty much a shark with some Wolverine claws, and it just didn't quite really just jump out at you back in the day, and this one's a little bit cooler. I'm definitely digging that and appreciate that. And the thing I'm most impressed with this figure is the fact that we get the hand that's blue. This is like, it looks like about the same hand that we got with the Dinobots, except the big upgrade with this is the piece that they use to put in here so you can put the little Prime Masters in, like that right there. It's a solid piece of blue plastic that matches the rest of the hand, so it looks good when it's sitting in the combiner mode. They should have been doing that the whole time instead of putting the transparent plastic on there. I don't know why they did that. This is just way, way better. Well done, Hasbro. The other upgrade that they did for this guy, which is really nice, they've got the port for this guy, and it's hidden right here where you just pull a little hinge down, and then you can put his little Prime armor on like that. That just works so much better. I like that. I don't like the Prime armor, but you know, for the play gimmick, that's way cooler because it's got the port, makes it easier to stick, and it's got this little panel here that you can flip up, and you know, it makes it seem more functional, and I appreciate that. Really, the only drawback I've got to the figure is mine has, they're just slightly loose joints, and they're not really that loose. They just feel like they're going to become loose over time. They're on that bubble of being loose. So I'm worried about that over time, but not too much because, well, floor polish can fix it. As far as articulation goes on this little dude, his head moves back and forth. It's got really nice movement up and down on the ball joint, which is nice. There is no rotation at the waist, which is unfortunate. He's got, well, no, I lied. There is rotation at the waist right there. He's got a ball joint up here at the top. There's a ball joint that is very awkward on the elbow, and then the hands rotate as well. He's got a mushroom peg twist at the top of the thigh. He's got a nice joint here for the knee, and there's nothing down at the feet. And that's really about it and about expectant. Oh, well, he does have these guns that can rotate down on his shoulders. They don't go down too far because his shoulders are in the way. Been nicer if they were a little higher up, or they can move a little higher up to kind of go up over his shoulders. That would have been cool, but we didn't get that. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I like the sculpt of the head, looks nice. I like the red paint apps on his shoulders. All the paint apps on his chest look nice. The red, the little Decepticon logo painted on there, the silver, the blue. That putrid yellow on his face and the red eyes look nice, definitely digging that. The off-white of the body and the shark head look good. We get some silver paint apps on the shark head. We get that rub logo, which is really weird. It looks like you rubbed it type of sticker on the shark head. The tiny little red eyes, love those. It's got kind of the vented gills, which look very, very cool. They just did a good job overall with the sculpt work and everything. If I was going to have a complaint about the sculpting and design work here, there's a little bit of gappage going on the shark head back there. I feel like it should like kind of connect more to the body, but looking at it from the side or from head on, it's really not that bad. Looking at the midsection of the figure, I like the little belt he's got going on there. We got some kind of, it looks like stickers on there. The light blues on his, you know, sides look nice. The Wolverine claws he's got going on is very cool. I wish they were a little bit more distinct. I like the light blue. We get the dark blue fin of the shark head back there, looking pretty decent. Again, I like the dark blue and the off-white contrast. Very, very nice. It all works really, really well for me. I just kind of wish those claws were a little bit more distinct. And in the beast mode, the hands, I kind of wish those folded up so that all we had were those claws. That would have been pretty cool. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. I like these. They're nice and bulky. Nice square boxy. I like the silver and red paint apps on the knees. The silver paint apps down towards the bottom of the leg there look nice. His little monster legs fold up really well behind there. And the other thing I like, we get the little yellow vents on the back of the leg, but they fold up pretty decently. So do the shark fins to kind of make that back end of the foot. There's some gappage at the bottom, but the way it's designed, you really can't tell. And these legs, they're engineered kind of like the aerial bots were, where they open up and kind of collapse upward, like some of the Autobot cars and the aerial bots did in the previous lines. So he's probably really just a heavily reworked mold, or at least his legs are. For comparison, here we have a Rippersnapper with a Power of the Prime's Dinobot, Snarl, and the Autobots Unite, Transformers The Last Night, Hot Rod. All three of these guys are deluxe figures, and Rippersnapper is actually the smallest of the three, which kind of makes sense. He should be. I still think that they're too small, especially the Dinobots. They should be bigger. Rippersnapper, because he's a monster, you can't really get a real scale of him. But I mean, he works in the scale, and it, you know, it has to because he's a little leg or an arm. But I think it works against the scale of this Dinobot. So Rippersnapper was definitely one of my more favorite of the Terrorcons because he kind of looked like this shark type of bot, maybe a combination of a creature of the Black Lagoon, where it was this shark monster coming up out of the ocean. I could definitely see that in a 50s type of horror movie, which was always kind of fun. And I definitely think they did a good job of updating his look. So let's go ahead and get Rippersnapper in his beast mode and see what we think. So here we have a Rippersnapper in his beast mode, and overall I do like it. I like the look. Although I do have to say this kind of looks like a box with a shark fin hanging out or shark tail hanging out the back of it, but that's kind of what he looked like in the old G1 version. So I can't really complain too much about it. He's got kind of a dinosaur stance, kind of like a raptor stance going on, which is pretty cool. It works. The articulation on the figure is not really there at all. You do have articulation in the arms, just kind of a close-up here to look at him. He does look good. I love that shark head. Love those tiny little eyes. We got the silver shark teeth, which look really nice. You can lift these up, and the little gills, painted metal gills, look awesome. And then we got that Decepticon logo there. That's supposed to look like you just rubbed it, and there it is. Why? Just put a rub logo on it. Just do it. Yeah. And then he's got his little blue claws. Yeah, pretty decent. Articulation is basically the arms. They're just like in the robot mode. And then we've got the legs right here. And then there's a knee point right there. That's it. The tail does move up and down a little bit, mainly for transformation, but you can get some movement. And then, of course, the guns can move up and down. The guns do come off, and you can use them as handguns, which is nice. And I believe, I may be lying to myself, but I thought, no, they don't. I thought they combined together to make one rifle, but, well, they don't. I lied. That's unfortunate. They could have done that. Where's that play gimmick? That would have been pretty cool. But alas, they did not do it. But overall, I am liking this mode. I think it looks good. I like all the paint apps on the back there. That just looks really, really nice. The silver and the hydraulic looking pieces. He's got his little shark fin. Whoop, if you put it in camera, that's kind of a light blue or dark blue. That would have been cooler if it was a little bigger. I think that could have been a little larger. But overall, I am definitely digging it. And for some reason, I want to see this guy repainted as Skybite. I don't know why, but I think that'd be a lot of fun. So is the Terrorcon Rippersnapper a figure you want in your Transformers collection? If you're a Terrorcon fan, absolutely you want this guy. If you like shark bots, go for it. If you like monster bots, I like monster bots, go for this guy. Overall, I think he looks good. I like the design. I like the color scheme. It's a nice update to the G1 version of this guy, so if he was a fan favorite of yours as a kid, you're definitely going to want to pick him up. Overall, I really don't have anything bad to say on the guy. The stickers were applied well. I still think the rub symbol should just been a rub symbol. That would have been much better. The backpack could have folded up a little bit more, and maybe fold the hands in to differentiate the claws a little bit more. Other than that, it's a really solid figure. So there he is, Rippersnapper from Transformers Power of the Primes.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.